Hello, everyone. I am your accounts teacher Akanksha. Welcome to our lesson on partnership accounts. Today we will learn about the adjustment for bills of exchange dishonored in partnership accounts. This is part 16 of our series on adjustments, so if you haven't seen the previous lessons, you might want to go back and watch those as well. Please note that the adjustment will be done in a similar manner, whether you are doing admission, retirement, death, or change in profit ratio question. You need not understand the adjustments separately for these chapters. Before understanding the adjustment, let's first understand what are bills of exchange. Let's take an example to understand the meaning of bills of exchange. A partnership firm made credit sales to Mr. Ben for 5,000 rupees. Mr. Ben will become debtor for the firm. The journal entry for making the credit sales by the firm to Mr. Ben will be Mr. Ben account, who is now a debtor, gets debited and sales account gets credited. Debtor is an asset which is increasing, so it gets debited. Sales is in the nature of income. Increase in income is credited. Suppose Mr. Ben gives in writing to the partnership firm that he will make the payment after 2 months on a particular date. This written order is known as bills of exchange. Since the firm has to receive money, so they will the bills of exchange as bills receivable. Bills receivable is an asset. Since Mr. Ben has to pay money, so he will call the bills of exchange as bills payable. Bills payable is a liability. We will be discussing the accounting treatment only in the books of the partnership firm, for whom it is called bills receivable. The journal entry for receiving bills receivable passed in the books of the partnership firm will be as follows. Bills receivable account gets debited by 5,000 rupees as assets of the firm are increasing. Debtor's account gets credited by 5,000 rupees as assets of the firm are decreasing. You might wonder what was the use of taking it in writing from Mr. Ben, that he will make the payment after 2 months? The answer is that, suppose firm wants the money earlier than 2 months, then firm can take the money from its bank, based on this written order known as bills receivable. The firm can give this written order to its bank. The bank will pay 5,000 rupees to the firm now. This is known as discounting of bills of exchange. After 2 months Mr. Ben, who is debtor for the firm, will make the payment of 5,000 rupees to the bank and not to the firm. The journal entry passed in the books of the firm for discounting of bills receivable will be as follows. Since the firm receives money, so the assets of the firm are increasing. Bank account gets debited by 5,000 rupees. Bills receivable account gets credited. It is given to the bank now, and so assets of the firm are decreasing. Now after 2 months, Mr. Ben has to pay 5,000 rupees to the bank. Suppose after 2 months Mr. Ben refused to make the payment to the bank. Refusal to make the payment on due date is known as dishonor of bills of exchange. Bank will not receive its money. Bank will come to the partnership firm and ask it for 5,000 rupees. Bank will deduct 5,000 rupees from the bank account of the partnership firm. What will partnership firm do now? Partnership firm will go to Mr. Ben and ask for 5,000 rupees. Partnership firm will again make Mr. Ben its debtor. The journal entry passed in the books of the partnership firm will be as follows. Mr. Ben account, who is a debtor, gets debited by 5,000 rupees. The debtors of the firm are increasing again. Bank account of the firm gets credited by 5,000 rupees. This is because money is deducted from the firm account by the bank. This journal entry is for bills of exchange discounted but dishonored. Here is the summary of the whole transaction. Firm makes credit sales to Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben gives bills of exchange to firm. Firm discounts the bills of exchange from its bank. Bank gives money to firm. On due date Mr. Ben dishonor the bills of exchange. Bank takes money from firm. Firm again makes Mr. Ben its debtor. Now that we have understood the meaning of bills of exchange discounted but dishonored, let's come to how such adjustments are written in the question. A bills of exchange of 5,000 rupees, which was previously discounted with the bank, was dishonored on March 31st, but entry was not passed for dishonor. Instead of bills of exchange, the question may write bills receivable. Whatever the language of the question, the adjustment will be done in the same manner. Next, we come to understanding the adjustment. As per the adjustment, the entry is not yet passed for the bills of exchange discounted but dishonored. The entry is omitted. To correct the omission, we will simply pass the journal entry in the books of accounts of the partnership firm. Next, we come to journal entry. We have already discussed the journal entry for this transaction in the previous slides. Mr. Ben, who is a debtor account, gets debited by 5,000 rupees as the debtors of the firm are increasing again. Bank account of the firm gets credited by 5,000 rupees. This is because money is deducted from firm account by the bank. Next, we will discuss how this will be shown in revaluation account. The assets of the firm are increasing as well as decreasing by the same value of 5,000 rupees. There will be no impact in the revaluation account due to this adjustment. There will be no entry in partner capital account due to this adjustment, as we have not passed any entry in partner capital account. Next, we will discuss how this adjustment will be shown in the new balance sheet. In the new balance sheet after reconstitution, the value of the debtors will be increased by 5,000 rupees. The value of bank will decrease by 5,000 rupees. There will be no entry on the liabilities side of balance sheet. That's all for this adjustment. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for explanation for more partnership accounts adjustments. Have a great day ahead.